Hello everyone, happy lunchtime. Good afternoon. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I am on my YouTube and Facebook Live. It is 12:53 p.m. Eastern Time out of Columbia, South Carolina. My name is Hawa Saipolt. Just in case it's your first time on my YouTube, thank you for watching, and hello everyone on Facebook. If you have any comments, leave them in. Let me know who you are. I am coming on to you live to talk about how to work the travel business with your family. Today, I was able to go to a school event with my son and Mitch. As parents, we like to be, as involved as possible. And sometimes, because of my work schedule, I work some at the nail salon. Sometimes I do travel out of the states and maybe out the country, and I'm not available. But the great thing about having ownership with my online travel business is the freedom and the flexibility. So I want to come on to encourage and share with you guys my experience. Today was very touching. It was so sweet. We were able to go to our son's event at school. It was Spanish Day. They get to, draw flags, make what are those things? You put candy gosh, I can't even think. It's lunchtime. Anyway, and he was able to write a poem that we didn't know that he was working on, and it was just hanging against the wall along with the kids outside in his third grade. And we got to see him do a drawing of himself, and they displayed it in another area with a whole bunch of kids, and it was just so sweet. So this really inspired me to get on with you guys today, because I have started my travel business over 5 years ago, and little did I know that I was praying for something, hoping for something, wishing for something that I could do that would provide for my family, give me the freedom, the flexibility. But I always needed more income because I just want to be able to take care of my family. Now, we have always been a traveling family, and I have to tell you, we did not always have it all. I mean, even now, we still are, a work in progress as a family. And, we all go through phases of whether we're getting married, having children. For me, it was having a child, divorce, and having another child. And then, of course, having my partner in crime, Mitch. So there was a lot of phases that was happening in my life. The one thing that was constant was my work at the nail salon. But I always felt like it wasn't enough time in the day. It wasn't anything that out there that I really wanted to get into, other than starting my art career in 2018, that I really wanted to do. But travel has always been an integral, important part of my life, my family's life. Ever since my oldest, he's 18 now, every single year I've always been able and blessed enough, fortunate enough to be able to take him to the beach, Folly Beach. We live in Columbia, South Carolina, so that's 2 hours from Charleston. So I've always been able to create memories with my oldest, and now, of course, with my youngest. There's a 9-year difference between the two boys, and you just never know. There's a lot of things in life that are unpredictable. But the one thing that got me excited was the fact that 5 years ago I got into this travel space because my family, we go to Vietnam a lot. We have family in Canada. We just have friends and family from all over. In fact, we want to go to Hawaii, Australia, because we have family and friends in those two places, in France, just literally everywhere. So we have just always been that kind of family. But we would travel, in a pinch, on a dime, put things on our credit card, made it work, travel as a family, create memories, come back, and I would just work my booty off at the nail salon. And I work here with my mom, my sister, and my brother through the years. But anyway, back to how to make it work with your travel business as a family. Now, I started this because I did not want to go back to school to make extra income. I knew that I did not want to get a second job because that would take time away from my family, especially with my young child at that time. This was 5 years ago. And I knew that I just didn't want to have a career or a new career or start all over that didn't have the flexibility because I have been working Saturdays for 20 something years of my life. This year celebrates 24 years of me being in the nail industry. I've been in the aesthetic industry for 14 years. So basically, my whole life has been in the service industry. But again, travel has always been very important part aspect of how I've lived my life and how I've raised my children. But once I got in and I learned that I could work it at my pace, there is no inventory, there is no quota, I don't have a boss, I don't have employees, and that it would be a low investment for me to start. So it's not going to, take a lot of money out of my family's budget in order to work this business. I started this out very, very, very part-time because mind you, at that time, Adam was only about 3 and 4 years old. 4 years old. So as you know, if you guys have family or kids or grandkids, however, whatever that looks like, but there are phases of your life, when you have a newborn, it's one thing. When you have a preschooler, it's another thing. Then when you have a child that's involved in sports and education, there's a lot of demands when you have children within the family and trying to work, trying to balance, especially if you are a stay-at-home or you are a single mother, all those things. So I have been able to kind of basically go through all the phases, right? Having a newborn, and then my child was in preschool, started a new relationship after divorce. So I needed an opportunity that was going to be very, very flexible based on the time and commitment that I wanted to put into it. The one thing that I love is that this is completely online from my laptop and my phone. So, to be honest with you, and I would say this over and over and over to those of you who are insecure when it comes to working social media, working from your laptop, or understanding your phone, or just understanding e-commerce in general is very, very intimidating. It was very intimidating for me. But I said, you know what? Either I'm going to start from the ground up in another career and go back to school, which I did not want to do, or invest a lot of time and money in starting all over again. I did not want to do that after a divorce and being 39 and 40 years old. And I saw a lot of my friends, a lot of my clients, they were doing those things, kind of having their second wind and starting a new career. I just know that I just didn't want that avenue. So luckily for me, I just said yes to travel because it just made sense. It was flexible. I had no idea that I started this as a hobby, that it would quickly become part-time. And now I'm working toward using this travel business full-time. And now it's replacing my, used to be my full-time job, which is the nail salon and aesthetics, right? So I used to work nails and aesthetics full time, but now it's reverse. My travel business have really created more freedom. Have been able to utilize my time more wisely because of what it has done for my family. In the process, now 5 years later, I have almost that freedom that I've desired for really a whole lifetime. And I just wanted to read to you guys the poem that my son wrote. Mitch and I read it this morning, and we almost literally wanted to shed in tears. And it was just so touching, and I just have to go back to, the fact that all the things that I've done through the years for my family, even introducing them to this travel business and being able to incorporate, being able to bring them along for the ride within my business has been instrumental in my happiness, in my peace, in my joy, even though I work hard like I used to work before, but I still, feel wonderful because I literally get to do a lot more things without the stress that comes with having to work a strict schedule like I had to before in order to make money to feed my family. Guys, just bear with me. But we didn't know that he wrote a poem for the Spanish event that he had, and he was so happy that his mom and dad got to hang out. There were maybe 5 parents that were there, 6 maybe, and Mitch and I got to be there. And this is something that I never experienced growing up. And I know my brother and sister kind of feel the same way and understand, and maybe you guys can relate. But I have never went to my whole school life, elementary, middle, high school, and had my family, my parents, come at a young age to be, a part of anything. So I don't know what that feels like, but I'm thankful that I've been able to do this for my kids, and I didn't get to do this as much for my oldest, right? And I did the best way that I knew how, but I'm thankful that I've been able to do this for my son, you know, in my later years. But this is the poem that he wrote. It says, I am from going to Vietnam for the first time, from soccer and pho. I am from summer, tofu soup and M&M, from the first time roller skating. I am from golf and football, from squishes, brick homes, and fall. I'm from a kind, forgiving mom who is very lovely. I'm a kind, strong, smart dad who is very mindful. I'm from a brother, cousin, and an auntie. From a fun, kind, loud, smart family. I'm from Christmas, 4th of July, and New Year's. From going soccer and eating on holidays, and going on a cruise, and going on the beach. I'm from noodles, pho, fried rice, and soup. I'm from South Carolina, but my family is from Vietnam, by Adam. He's mentioned pho twice, just recognizing his Vietnamese roots. He mentioned going to Vietnam for the very first time, and he mentioned golf, football, going on his first cruise, and going to the beach and hanging out with the family on holidays. And it's just so touching. And then the fact that he said that he has a kind and forgiving mom who is lovely, and he said, Mom, you're lovely. And then, of course, he almost made Mitch cry because he said that he has a kind, strong, smart dad who he said he's very mindful. This just lets me know that, listen, our kids, they're watching us. They're watching everything that we do. I would encourage all the moms and dads out there to not put your dreams aside. You can still do the things with your family, kids, live out your dreams and show your children that no matter what life throws at you, that you can still go after everything and not just exist in our day to day. So that was just so touching. So I left there feeling so excited that I was able to, move my schedule around my child. And so I wanted to come in to let you guys know that when I get into this business, that commissions are already built into the travel that I have created, that I have booked for my family and my friends. And you really, in truth, if you have a family, you don't travel alone. So this is perfect for your family. So you get to integrate what you already do. Now, with this opportunity, I'm able to travel better, smarter. I get exposed. I get to expose my family to more. We have access options, and then I get to really bring them along for the ride whenever I possibly can. That cruise, that vacation, that trip, that beach trip, and you get to work from your phone and your laptop and where there's Wi-Fi, and I've done all these things. So some of the places that I've been able to work my business when I am with my family is that I've been able to work in the car on my laptop when Mitch is driving us somewhere or to a trip or catching a flight to hop on a cruise. I get to work it in between flights. I've worked it when I'm in a hotel, resort, all inclusive, open my laptop. I've been able to do it at the beach. Uh, Actually, I've been able to do it in Cancun, getting on a phone call, to work my travel business. So literally, this is a laptop life, and I just love the fact that with this opportunity, I get to still work hard, but the most important thing is I get to create memories and experiences with my family at the same time. And I'm about to hop off because I'm at the nail salon. I have a client that's here, so I gotta work on the client. But I want to say with you that I did start this very, very, very part time. So you can work this 2%, 5%, 10%, whatever that looks like. As the phases of your life, of your family life changes, whether you have one child, newborn like my sister, or two, or three, or four, or six, or you are a grandmother and you're taking care of your grandchild, and you maybe are a empty nester like some of my business partners that I know. You can literally work this business in the cracks and crevices of your life, and however it ebbs and flow, you can absolutely do that. It evolves with you. And for me, as I got more educated, as I got better at working my business, just putting things on a calendar, understanding, deciding, prioritizing what is more important, I literally get to design the life that I want. Decide how much time I want to put in today, this week, this month, how much money I want to make, because there is no cap. Do I need an extra $100, $200, $500, 1,000, 5,000? Whatever that looks like, I get to decide, and it's predictable income. When I'm working the business, I know how much and when I'm expected to get paid a certain amount of income. So all of that to say is you get to do all those things right now in addition to what you are already doing. And if you're a family person, or you are the one that just run your family and taking care of your children, or whether that you have elderly parents, whatever it looks like in your family life, if you are already doing all those things, you are that person that makes that decision for yourself, and you decide your schedule. All you have to do is schedule what it is that you want to do out of this business. And if you want to do it part-time this month but hobby the next month, or take off for 6 months and go to Bali with your family for 4, 5, 6 months, perfect. If you're a military wife or mother or military person, you're able to take this business along with you. So however that looks like, this is how great it has been. And I know that if you understand and study and get into the business and really see the benefits for what it truly is, you can actually really take advantage of all the benefits of being a travel entrepreneur, having ownership of your business. And it can absolutely one day replace your full time if that's what you want. And if you want to be able to stay more, but you haven't been able to because of your job, and you have restrictions in time, and you don't know what and how, this travel business has all those components if you're willing to work it. But I'm not going to tell you that it's easy, that it's just going to come from left, right, the sky somewhere. It's not magic. It's just work. This industry is powerful, is lucrative, is wonderful, and most important of all is you get to create the memories and experiences alongside your family as they are growing now. So when your family evolve and change, you get to evolve and change along with it. And I promise you, the longer you are in this industry, the longer you work this business and you take it to the next level, the better it becomes. It's like fine wine. It's one of those things. And I can tell you, because 5 years later, I'm going into my 6th year, I am feeling and reaping the benefits of the hard work that I have done since I started this opportunity. And nothing makes me happier and more fulfilling than to see the memories that I've been able to create with my children, my family, with Mitch, my friends, my business partners. It's powerful, wonderful. And that's it, guys. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Kendra, thank you for your comment. And True Talks with True TV, thank you for all your comments on my YouTube. I appreciate you very much. If you like the video, make sure that you give me a huge thumbs up. And over, I think 60% of people who are viewing my YouTube channel are not subscribers. So I would really appreciate if you find this helpful and you want to learn and know everything travel on my YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button, slide over the notification bell so that way you'll be alerted when I have new and upcoming videos. Thank you for all your love, all your respect, all your support, and the referrals for my channel, for my business, my family, and I thank you deeply. See you guys next time. Bye.